Okay, this is the 2016 O-level examination, ICT papers, ICT paper 1 discussion. So for the first paper, we have 40 MCQs here. You have to pick the correct answers used from that 4 choices. About 20 or 22 questions will be from grade 10, and the other questions like around 16 or 18 questions will be from the grade 11 syllabus. So let's start this paper discussion. The first question, they're asking, what was the effect when the vacuum tubes were replaced by transistors and later transistors were replaced by integrated circuits in the CPU? So we know with the evolution of the computers, processing power has increased and electricity consumption and the physical size, they are decreased. So the correct answer is 2 for this question. This is regarding the computer peripheral devices. Mouse, you know, it is only an input device. So touch screen devices considered as both input-output devices, I/O devices, because they have both features as input and output. The external DVD writable drives even can input and output. So we can consider that also as input and output device. So which of the above can be used as both input and output devices? We can't take mouse, but B and C, it is correct. Which of the following is a direct function, the third question, carried out as a part of memory management? So we know the operating system's main task is to manage the computer hardware, and the other one is to provide user-friendly interface. So this memory management refers to the main memory or RAM. So it is so we can consider the correct answer as releasing memory when a task is completed. All others are not related with main memory management, even if the operating system manage the hard disk, they are known as storages. So for this question, they are considering the main memory or RAM management. So the answer is 1. Here they are asking the approximately equivalent to the terabyte. So we know there are 1024 gigabytes for a terabyte. So if we get the answer in gigabytes, there should be 1000 here. But here you can see million, 1000 into 10 into 6. So million gigabytes. So it is wrong. And if we go to the megabytes, you have to multiply it by 1024 again. So let's break down this. 1 terabyte, you can write 1024 gigabytes. It is equal. So because they are asking the approximate equivalent value, this can consider as 1000. So 10 into the 3. So this is wrong answer. And then if you go to the megabyte, there will be another 1024 here. So 1024 into 1024 megabytes. In that scenario, this 1024 can be considered as 1000, and this 1024 can be considered as 1000 because they are suggesting us to use the approximate values. So 103 into 103 MB, you will get 1 into 106 megabytes. What is the decimal equivalent to octal 64? It is very easy question. Octal 64, this is 8 into the power 0 position. This is 8 into the power 1 position. So 1 into 4 and 8 into 6, 48. So 48 plus 4, you will get 52 as the decimal value. Here you have a logic circuit, which is a combination of OR gate and a NOT gate. So this OR gate will produce X or Y, and the total value will be converted to NOT value. That means not X or Y. Because of this NOT gate will convert the output of the OR into NOT. So you will have NOT X or Y. That means this circuit represent behavior of a NOR gate. So if you don't remember, if you can't do it like this, you have to draw a truth table for this circuit, and you have to create truth tables for these circuits and check the similar truth tables. So the answer will be X or Y, X no Y, this NOR gate. And the next question, we have a truth table here. So you can see when A is 0 and B is 0, output is 1. This one is also, for this combination is also 1. For this combination, it is also 1. But when the both inputs are true, the output is 0. So this explains a NAND gate, because NAND gate is the not version of combinational gate of AND gate. It produces the other side's values of AND gate. So you will have the circuit like this, and after not. So you will get 0 and 0 is 0, not 0 is 1. When it produces 0 here, this NOT gate will convert it to 1. Even 0 and 1 is 0, not 0 is 1. 1 and 0 is 0, not 0 is 1. 1 and 1 is 1, but not 1 is 0. The answer is 2. For the question 8, which of the following is correct relating to the Internet and World Wide Web? We know there are so many services in the Internet. Internet is the infrastructure that we use to communicate data. It is the network. Through that network, we use World Wide Web and email services, remote logins, search engine facilities, and many more. So World Wide Web is a service of Internet. So first answer is wrong. The Internet is service of www. Internet and www same. It is also wrong. Is a service of Internet. This one is the correct answer. Third one, and also we can't consider this one as answers. So third answer is the correct answer for question 8. 9. Consider the following statements related to a table created using word processing software. So we know we can create tables using Microsoft Word and LibreOffice Writer. It is possible to format a text in the table. That is correct. We can change the colors. We can change it bold to italic or something like that. Words in the column of a table can be arranged in alphabetical order. We can sort it using alphabetical orders. Numbers in a column of a table can be added together. We know we use Excel to add values, but even in Word we can do that. But in our syllabus we don't study it. So first one and the last one, first and fourth answers are correct, because we can accept fourth one also and the first one, because we don't study that we can do calculations using word processing software, but the statement is true. Which of the following is not a common feature in both word processing electronic presentation software? It is the mail merge, because word processing softwares only provide mail merge facilities. Other facilities, other three facilities are common for both PowerPoint and Word. Which of the following is a feature not provided by DBMS? We know databases or database management applications. There are MS Access, LibreOffice Base, OpenOffice Base, MS SQL. So these kind of database management applications do not provide generating charts features. Okay, that generating charts is a feature of Excel spreadsheet applications. Question 12 and 14. This one displays a database table, two tables in a database. So this database is a relational type of database because they have relationships. Which of the following is the most suitable field to be selected as the primary key for the text table? This one is the most suitable field to select as the primary key for the taxi table. The reason is these values are not going to be duplicated, and all the taxis have a taxi number, so they are not going to be null values. So those are the two main compulsory requirements to make a primary key, to make a field as a primary key. So those values cannot be duplicated, and also we have to ensure that there are no null values. And also the purpose of primary key is to recognize or identify an unique record of the table using any taxi number. Because taxi number is unique, you can select a red type. And you see here also you can see the rate type here. That means rate table's rate type is connected with this one. So rate table's rate type is connected with this table's rate type. That means this is a primary key and this is a foreign key. A foreign key is a field in a table that we can recognize it as a primary key of another table. So for the first say table, it becomes a foreign key. So the answer for the 13th question, they're asking find an example for a foreign key in the database. So we know we can't find any foreign key for the rate table, but taxi table, it represents the rate type and it is also a primary key of the rate table. So it makes the relationship. So rate type in the taxi table, rate type in taxi table will be the foreign key here. Fields and records. The columns are known as fields. And for the records, we don't take the field headers, we only take the values. So here you have three records for the rate table, and also you have two fields for the rate table, 2 and 3, 2 fields and 3 records. How many fields and how many records are there for the rate table? 2 and 3. The next question, Nimal is writing a computer program to create a graph. Okay. If you read this question, it's asking to find out the inputs, process, and output for this process. So inputs are current year and number of dengue cases for the each year. So if we select that, if we consider that, the only answer containing that two inputs are number 2. So we will check further. Process is the calculate total number of dengue cases. That is correct. And the output is the show the graph for the total number of dengue cases. Output is A. So the correct answer for the question 15 is 2. In system development life cycle, we have testing. We have a step known as testing. Under the testing phase, we have 4 different steps. So we first do a unit testing, and when we do a integration testing, and after that we do a system testing, and finally the customers will do acceptance testing to reject or accept the solution. So the correct order of testing steps is in 4th answer. There is a suggestion to introduce a new online system to replace the current manual system to apply the re-scrutiny of results of. Okay, students are doing requesting. Students are requesting to check their papers again if they have some doubts about the final results. So it is known as re-scrutiny process. So here the system is introduced to replace the current manual system to apply for re-scrutiny of results of the O-level examination. Consider the following statement related to suggestion. They are asking the valid statements. The proposed system will improve the efficiency of the rescrutiny process. That is correct. The proposed system will improve the accuracy of the outcome of the. We can't accept that because this system is designed to apply, only for applying, and it doesn't affect the accuracy of the process. So the statement B is incorrect. And C, the proposed system will have a negative impact on the candidates who do not have access to the internet. It is also correct. So A and C are the correct answers. Here we have to select the combination only contains image extensions, image file extensions. In all other answers, we have different file extensions other than images. Only here, only in the third answer, third question, you will see the correct extensions for the images. Question 19 related with HTML. Here we have a definition list code. In definition lists, it comes with two other tags known as definition title and definition data. So definition title will create this segment like this, and definition data will be indented like this. And in definition lists, it doesn't check for any symbols, so it doesn't represent any symbols like this. So all of these answers are wrong. Only correct answer is number 1. 20. Consider the following software. We know when we develop HTML documents, we use simple text editors like Notepad, but we don't use word processing softwares like MS Word, but we use web authoring softwares like Blue Griffin or CK Editor. Because we are not using word processing software, they are saving the Word file formats. It is not appropriate to open in a web browser. So we can't use word processing software to create HTML documents, but we can use other two. A and C is correct. Question 21. According to the survey conducted by the Department of Census and Statistics in 2015, the computer literacy rate of Sri Lanka is 26.8%. It is assumed that the digital divide is one reason for the low computer literacy rate. Consider the following suggestions. Arrange loan facilities at low interest rates for the households of low income category to buy computers. It is acceptable. Improve computing and internet facilities in rural areas where such facilities are inadequate. It is also accepted. Provide more scholarships for the children who succeed in grade 5 scholarship is not relevant for this task. Even before providing facilities and infrastructures and providing computers, we have to teach them about ICT and its benefits for them. Otherwise, only providing computers and the facilities without the knowledge will not affect much. It will not affect much to reduce the digital divide. The relevant suggestions which will contribute to reduce the digital divide are A and B. Which of the following is not essential for hosting a website? To host a website, you need the website content. And you need an IP address and a domain name for your website. And you need a place of a computer known as web server to host the website. But you do not need a web browser to host a website. You need a web browser to see or render a website or web pages. You need to have a web browser to see your pages, but you do not need to have a web browser for hosting part. Even you can use FTP applications to upload these contents to the web server. So what is the domain name of this URL? Uniform resource locators are providing exact path to resources through the internet. So HTTP is the protocol, www is the service, bbc.com, the entire part is the domain name. They ask in the domain name. So the answer is number 4. And /sport/cricket can be considered as the resource path. So the answer for the 23rd question is 4. While typing an email to one of his friends, Rajan accidentally closed the email. If that happens, in which folder of this unfinished email is unfinished email? It will be go to draft. 24, it will be go to draft. Question 25 and 26 are based on the given spreadsheet text segment. So here you have this spreadsheet segment. In the question 25th, they're asking which of the following will appear in cell C3. Here is the cell C3. If the formula count A1, B3 is entered, count means a mathematical function which counts all the mathematical values, number of mathematical values in a given range of a spreadsheet. Cell C3 will contain A1, B3. The range is A1, B3 like this. This is the range, but you can see here you don't have any value for B3. That means it doesn't count this empty cell. Instead, it counts 3 and 2, 5. So 5 numbers are appearing in that range. So it shows the number of mathematical values, numerical values are 5. The cell A3 contains the formula sum $A $2, sum $A1 to $A2. Here with this dollar mark, this part becomes absolute. That means if you drag it across to the right side, this $A doesn't change, but this A will be changed to B. So they are suggesting us that A3 contains this formula here, and we copy it to B3. So we have to drag it to one cell to the right side. So A1 doesn't change, but A2 will be B2. So what is the answer in B3 now? So sum A1 to B2, sum A1 to B2. These 4 numbers will be added to create the total. So 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 is 10, 12. The answer is 12. This is known as slide layouts for the 27th question. Style 1 is title and content. This is title and 2 contents, very easy question. It is the slide layout. In electronic presentation softwares, to manage how and text and images appear when making a presentation using slideshow. During a slideshow, how to manage to appear runs of the text and images, we can use animation effects. And here you have an answer known as slide transition. The meaning of slide transition is the effect that you can see when a slide is transitioning to one to another slide. But animations, you can apply animations for different individual objects in a single slide, but you can only apply slide transition for an entire slide. So for this question, they are asking the animation effects. 29th question. Which of the following shows data transfer speed of secondary storage devices arranged in an ascending order? Nowadays, we use solid state hard drives, which is much more expensive and also faster than traditional magnetic hard drives. So solid state drives are the fastest drives, then the magnetic hard drives, then DVD drives, and floppy disk drives are the most slowest devices if we consider the data transfer speed. Here we have 2 answers, starting with floppy disk drive from ascending order now. So lesser transfer speed to higher transfer speed. Floppy disk drive is correct, but magnetic hard drive and DVD should be switched. Then the answer is 3. Floppy disk is the slowest, then the DVD drive, then magnetic hard drive, then solid state drive. Consider the following statement. Nowadays, the fiber connections are more popular for internet connections, and also for submarine cables, undersea cables, we use fiber cables because of the speed of the fiber cables. And also fiber cables are free with, they do not have interference with electromagnetic inductions, and they don't have resistance with other atoms like in copper cables, because copper, when data transmitting through the copper cables has electronic signals, electrical signals, that signals will face resistance and also heat issues, and also there will be electromagnetic induction problems also. So the transfer rate of fiber cables are faster than copper cables. Copper cables provide faster data transfer rate than, it is wrong. Copper cables are more expensive than, no, it is wrong. Fiber cables are expensive than copper cables, and also maintaining fiber network is more expensive than copper cables. Which of the above is correct? We can only consider statement A is correct. 31. Here they are asking, there are three incidents or scenarios. They're asking the effective use of information communication technology with the scenarios. Student obtain medical advices from a doctor by contacting him over the telephone. Doesn't apply information communication technology features. No? An automated system based on humidity and temperature releases water. Yeah, it is ICT in application. A teacher purchases a book which is not available from an online bookshop. It's also effective use of ICT. So B and C are the correct answers for this. Consider the following statements. Sorry. Is it suitable to dispose electronic waste such as unusable mobile phones and CRT monitors with household garbage? No, it is not correct. They're asking the correct answer. We can't mix those different garbages. No, we have to send them to different processings for recycling, because electronic waste containing so many dangerous, hazardous elements. So we can't just let them go with the food leftovers. Don't do that even. So it is wrong. It is not illegal for multiple users to use the software in a desktop computer which has a single user license. It is not a problem, because we may have only one computer at our house, Windows license and Office license and Photoshop or something like that. So any one of the house can use that machine. The thing is, those licenses are only for one computer. You can't install or copy the same softwares to a different instance, to a different computer. You can't just give away to your friends or cousins, because it is prohibited. But it is not prohibited to give your computer to another one to use with those softwares. When a firewall is installed in a computer network, users do not require to use password. It's not true. Even even if you're using a firewall, you have to take care of other security measures like virus guards and having good passwords and encrypting the data, something like that. So the correct answer for question number 32 is B. So the two statements are wrong. Okay, 33 related with ASCII code. Q is represented as this ASCII code. So we have to get the decimal value of this binary representation. It is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 and 64. 30, we don't have 34, it is 64 here. So you have 64 plus 16 is 80, and here you have 80. 1. Is it correct? Yeah. 81 for Q. And if 81 for Q, PQ, no? P is 80. P, Q, R, S, T. So STU. U is 85 and T is 84. So what you need to do is write the English letters in the order and get the value of Q. So Q is 80. So P becomes, so Q is 81. So P becomes 80 and you can calculate others also. So you have to first check with these codes in which combination it has 80 for the first segment. Here you don't have 80 because you can see in these values you have 1 in the LSB side, least significant bit. If you have 1 for the LSB in a binary number, it doesn't become an even value. They are odd values. So we are looking for an even value, 80. So we cannot accept these two answers. We remove that. This is 80 because 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 9. 64. 64 plus 16, you have 80 here. And the second one should be 85. And the third one should be 84. Here, even again, for the third answer, you have ones for both LSBs, which means you can't have 84 like that. So this one is the 84. You have a 0 for the LSB. If the decimal value is an even value, you will have 0 for the LSB. If the decimal value is an odd value, you will have definitely 1 for the LSB. So the answer is 1. Here for this one, this is very easy question, but we cannot compare these numbers when they are in different number systems. What you need to do is convert them to same number system. So these are very simple things to do. So convert this binary to decimal, you will get 243. Convert this F316 to decimal, you will get again 243. Convert this 363 base 8 to decimal, you will again get 243 to base 3. That means all 4 numbers are equal to each other. Consider the following statements relating to digital images. Digital images are created with pixels. That is correct. Image file size increases when resolution of an image increases, also can be acceptable. Resolution of an image can be measured with pixels per inch, also correct, PPI. All these statements are correct. Now the last 5 questions are related with programming part. Here you have a Pascal programming code. Program name is repetition. It's input output types application. Declared variable is X as integer data type. With begin, in between begin and end, you have X, you have assigned 1 to X. So now the value of X is 1. And you have a repeat until iteration here. The specialty of repeat until iteration is for the first time, it processes all the inside statements without considering the condition, because it doesn't have the ability to consider the condition before executing these things. So X is 1, it will print 1 on the screen, and the value of X will be incremented by 1, so the value will be 2 until X equal 2. So value is 2, it is not equal to 3. When the condition fails, the other characteristic of repeat until is when the condition fails, it again go for another iteration. So you will have, now the x value is 2, you will it will print 2 again. The thing is, you have right here, not the right line. That means with the previous printing of 1, it doesn't create a new line. It doesn't end the line. So it will print 2 in front of 1. And 2 plus 1 is now 3, x equal 3. Yes, when the condition becomes true, the iteration exit from the looping and it goes further and you meet end here. So the answer is 1, 2. But if you have right line here, right ln, the answer will be 1. With only right, the answer is 2. Here also it's repeat and until example, pseudocode actually. This pseudocode is designed to calculate the sum of numbers from 1 to 100. So the first value we are adding to the sum is 1. The last value should be 100. At 100, we have to stop the program. So both values assigned to 0 at the beginning. It's starting repeating. The first statement is adding 1 to num. So num's value is 1 now. And adding that value to sum will create the sum. And the condition should be num equal 100. Because if we consider if the num is 99, 99 is not equal to 100, it goes again when the condition is fails again to the repetition. So 99 plus 1 is 100, then it will add to 100 will add to sum. When the num becomes 100, we have calculated the 1 to 100 values. We have to stop the iteration. So until x equal 100, we don't have any value with x equal 100. We can't use this one because then it will end from at the first time. This one doesn't affect our logic. Number larger than or equal 100. So for the first time, number is 1. It is not larger than or equal 100. No, it goes again. 2 is not larger than or 100 equal to 100. It goes again like that. 100 is not larger than 100, but it is equal to 100. It will go to the end. So the answer is num larger than or equal 100. This question is a simple one. This flowchart represent to find the smallest number from any 10 numbers. User can provide 10 numbers. You can see first user input a random integer value for the n, and we assign that n to min. At this level, both n and min are same because we have the same value in the min, and count is 1, which we use to control the number of iterations. Already we have input 1 value. We have to go further 9 rounds to complete this flowchart. Count less than 10, yeah, it is 1, it is yes. Then again, user will input n. Now this n value will replace the previous value of n. And now you have 2 values in the system. The minimum has the first n value and n has the second n value. And this condition will check whether the second value is less than the first value or the current value of minimum. And if the n is less than current value of minimum, that we should assign that value to min. That means min equal n. Then if that happens, or if not, in both ways, you have to increase the count by 1. When it reaches to 10, 10 less than 10, it is no. You have to print the minimum value. So Q is min equal n, T is print min or output min. Output min, P is output min, and min equal n is the statement. Here you can see a sequence part here and also iteration. Inside the iteration, you can see the selection. So it is selection occurs within repetition. Selection occurs within repetition. Last question is a combination. You have a repeat until loop. After that, you have a while loop. It's two opposite types. Repeat until repeats the iteration when the condition falls. But instead of that, while will do the statements inside the iteration when the condition is true. Okay, let's check this. Count is 0. It's repeating. It's displaying hello. When the count is 0, it's displaying hello. Hello. Count plus 1, it becomes 1. Count larger than 4. No, count is 1. It is not larger than 4. When the count is 1, it again print hello. When the count is 2, it again print hello. 3, it again print hello. 4, count is, when the count is 4, count is larger than 4. The 4 is not larger than 4. Even it prints again hello. But in that time, 4 plus 1 is 5. So until count 5 larger than 4, yes, it doesn't go again. From the repeat until loop, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. You will print hello 5 times on your screen. And now the same count is we are using for the while loop here. The count's current value is 5 now, because it has increased from the previous iteration. So 5 larger than 4 is true. Then it displays hello h. It prints hello again. But the statement is count minus 1. When count minus 1 becomes, will make the count again as 4. So when it goes here, when the condition is true, when it goes here, 4 larger than 4 is false. It goes to the end while. So total from while end while loop, for while loop, you will have 1 hello, and from the repeat until you will have 5 times. So the number of times of displaying hello is 6. Okay, now you can see the breakdown of the MCQ paper for your exam. So you have to have good knowledge in all of the lessons for grade, also grade 10 and grade 11. With next video, with next session, I will explain the second parts, 2016 English medium papers, second parts, first compulsory question, which has 10 subsections. It is a compulsory question. With the next video, I will explain that question. Okay, thank you.